Traveler and Paimon.
Are you here for some shopping too?
That's right. Although there were a few hiccups here and there, the Sub-Zerus Festival turned out to be a grand success. And so, the theater will... Do you two want to come? It'll be a really... It's something like a tradition of... Rehearsals are exhausting. Mr. Zubair, our manager. But no one remembers that once the celebration starts. It's not like he can't also have some fun himself.
We've been to a lot of festivals during our adventures. Will your celebration also have lots of...
Of course. We always do lots of eating, toasting, and gift exchanging. We try really hard.
Ah, so we'll need to bring a present. Hey! Paimon's gonna put you in a box!
You can come, present or not. The gift exchange is just to make the celebration. You two being there would be the best gift of all. It'll also be a good time to introduce you to the rest of the theater.
Is something up?
Yeah, but for now, it's more important for her to rest and recover. I tried to visit her, but I got turned away at the door. All I could do was to leave a letter encouraging her to get some rest and keep her... She'll be better soon. And then we can celebrate together at the theater.
It's all thanks to you and Nilou that we managed to save Dunyarzad.
You're way too modest. Just now, I actually felt really self-conscious when Paimon talked about us in the same breath. Compared to you, I really didn't do much at all. Anyway, all that aside, are you thinking about coming to our event?
Paimon thinks it'll be a great time! What do you think, Traveler?
Alright, then let's head to... Wait, I completely forgot about this pile of stuff!
Whoa! Did you buy all of...
Just one box. The rest were...
That's way too many freebies! Many vendors...
All I know is that whenever I start chatting with people, my hands would get moved. I was planning on making a few trips to bring everything back.
So this isn't even all of it?
Are you sure?
Of course! Carrying...
I'm so sorry to... Well,
Oh! Well, if it...
Greetings, Mr. Jute.
Of course I do! I've heard that Zubair... Although, it looks like you're gonna...
Please allow me to introduce them. And this is Paimon.
No. Paimon is... hold on. She got it completely right. Look, Traveler! She introduced Paimon correctly!
Don't underestimate Nilou. She's also very brave. Just a little while ago, she's...
Don't think anything of it. Anyway, sorry to get off topic. We're in...
I was joking. Oh, that reminds me. It seems that these friends of yours aren't from here.
Ooh, what a fantastic idea! Tachin is a mixture of rice and meat its aroma is just so wonderfully delicious.
We're 2 peas in a pod! Who doesn't...
Wait here. I'll bring some...
Whoa, what a dish! It's sweet and sour and full of deliciousness! Paimon can't eat it fast enough!
No matter how many times I eat it, it's still so delicious.
I wouldn't have offered it as a treat if I wasn't confident in the taste. I baked a lot just now, and it's all packaged and ready for you to take back to the theater.
You made so much.
It was nothing. Making 1 serving or 100 servings is all the same to me. If anything, I should... Don't worry about it. Make sure you got everything. Feel free to come back anytime.
Everyone has their own way with words, and it's really
Nilou, good timing. If you took any longer, the Sumpter...
You and your jokes. Sumpter beasts won't eat those kinds of things, Mr. Offsheen.
Jude said that some Sumpter beasts...
Oh, yeah.
Trying to pull anything out of a Sumpter beast's mouth is like playing a game of tug-of-war.
So they really do eat anything, huh? What's that supposed to mean?
Come now. You know, Sumpter beasts sometimes eat not because they're hungry, but the textiles you ordered are highly durable and woven. So even if a Sumpter beast got snacked...
You've tested them?
But of course! How else could I be so trustworthy? Well, I wouldn't dare experiment.
True. It does sound like some...
Ho ho! Have I piqued your interest? If you want to buy some, now's a good time. Buy 2 bolts and get 20% off.
Ooh, that's a pretty good discount. What do you think?
No thanks, Mr. Offsheen. You can't use that kind of tactic on her. Look, you've already sucked her in.
Tactic?
I wouldn't go that far. It's just that Mr. Offsheen is really good at spinning stories. A word from him, and you'll find yourself buying things you don't actually... Mr. Zubair gave me a huge lecture the last time I bought too many things.
Come on, don't look at me like that. All she got was a talking to from Zubair, while I was nearly fed head first to the Sumpter. My philosophy is that stories give value to merchandise. That's why my business started. Our Nilou here is an extraordinarily good... After a while, I began to feel guilty selling things to her because of how happy she looked. Though she enjoyed the stories, and I the Mora, I knew she didn't need to buy that. Anyway, since then, I've come to realize 2 things. 1, that stories should just be a means instead of an end. And 2, that there's more to business.
It's okay. We're all friends now.
That reminds me. Some of the goods from my latest shipment aren't in the... They're fine for general use, but my customers have high standards. And I don't... Nilou, why don't you take them?
Huh? No.
Just think of it as a favor for me, all right? The theater can use them for props and whatnot. It costs me Mora to store or ship, so I'm just losing money every day continuing to hold on to.
Even so, let me buy...
Nah, these goods are hard movers. Besides, if I let you pay, wouldn't it mean that I'm just using stories to sell my goods? Just take them. If you really feel that bad about it, give me some theater tickets later. Oh, yeah, you should also take some while you're at it. Adventurers are always in need of material.
Wow, even...
Hurry and take it. Just looking at it all is giving me a headache. Thanks for the huge favor.
There's still one more store. Are you alright holding on to that much stuff? Paimon, why don't you lend a hand? He must be tired.
If Paimon were to refuse...
About time, Nilou. Farhad here was...
Please, I was only looking at them to get a better...
Wouldn't spoiling yourself just...
Yeah, please wait for our official performance.
These 2 look familiar. I think I've seen them before. Ah, weren't they at the Sub-Zerus festival?
Yeah, and they're coming too today, so...
Oh, the more folks, the merrier. I was actually just talking to Farhad about also stopping by tonight.
Oh, yes, please do. I'm sure Miss Raykar and Miss Nadja would also love to have a chat with the 2 of you.
We even prepared a small gift. Let me show it to you. Ta-da! It's a flower wreath. I really think we should wear some of these to give the event a more celebratory feel.
Wow, it's beautiful. Did you make it?
Farhad did most of the work. What a surprise, huh? He actually knows a lot about crafts.
That is pretty surprising.
Hey, why can't I have a little side hobby? I work...
I know. I watched you make... Oh, right. Why don't you also try some on?
It fits perfect.
They're so pretty! Is there one that...
Unfortunately, we already gave out all the
Fascinating. Huh.
Oh, you all sure got a lot of stuff there. I'm a porter by trade, so...
That'd be great! Please and thank you. But
Thanks for the help, Mr. Farhad. But otherwise, I may not be able to hold back Mr. Zubair this time.
You're so obvious that even Nilou saw right.
Shut it. Fine. It's not like I want to get on his bad side either. Including Hushang's things, though. We'll each need to carry a box if we want to move everything in one trip. Even my strength has its limits.
Paimon looks like she doesn't want to, so I'll carry a little extra. Although I may not appear super strong at first, strength and balance are both real.
No, let Paimon. Paimon will help carry. The traveler's right, Paimon. Paimon can't fly anymore.
Are you okay, Paimon?
Paimon's good to keep going.
Oh, that sure was a lot of stuff.
Thank you, Mr. Farhad.
Thank you, Sumter Man. Whew. Paimon.
All right, I'll leave you all to it.
See ya. Good thing we had Mr. Farhad with us, or else that would have taken way longer. Of course. We're all like neighbors, so we're always helping.
With this many freebies being thrown at you, you probably don't need to work.
I felt so guilty at first, like I always owed someone something. Later on, I realized that it's actually like what Mr. Afshin said. When you order the wrong item, or make too much of something, so that's why there's no need to stress over the freebies.
Oh,
This has become our norm, and no one keeps track, so really don't. Alright, I have to bring all this to Mr. Zubair and do a little bit of prep. Feel free to hang out here for a bit. Nope. Mr. Zubair, you two are our guests. So please, just relax and look forward to the celebration.
wow. The atmosphere here is so nice. Hey there.
Doesn't look...
Hey!
You, on the other hand, how would you describe the concept of art? Mere curiosity is all. It makes no difference whether you answer or not. So that unremarkable. Is art a product that we create and bring forth? Or is it a naturally existing resource? I, for one, believe it to be the latter.
Paimon does...
I've been staying here for a long time. On occasion, I prefer to abstain from writing the existence of the theater, of Nilou, and of humanity itself. All of these can be considered as forms of art. It is not some intangible construct beyond the horizon.
How does that have anything to...
Let me ask you this. What do you... I suppose to chance upon a spark of art.
Hello.
What? Who are you? You can't just go on the stage as you... I'm just,
Is that
No. Well, it's just, sorry. I really do need to focus and start working on it.
What an oddball. Oh, well, it's...
Hey there. I saw you two. Are you two?
You got it!
My name is Rick. The little ones causing a ruckus are my children, Soreen and Abi. They always get really excited every time we hold celebration event. Yes, they are. There's good work here. I'm quite content.
Do you mean your life wasn't nearly as good before?
It's all right. It's my husband and I were both adventure. Material struggles can always be overcome, but ever since then, I haven't been able to spend much of my energy on anything else. But I still consider myself lucky.
Sorry for bringing up.
Oh, it's all right. Once the event starts, you'll be able.
Look, Nilou's back. Let's meet.
Sorry for the wait. I'll call everyone out.
Let us give you a. Maybe we really should have prepared a gift. Then we could also, as it is, all we can do is.
Maybe I didn't do that great of a job.
Oh, don't think like that. And besides, you've never attended a...
I'm still...
There's nothing to be worried about. There aren't any scary...
Right.
Huh. All right. Maybe this... Everyone, over here! Inaya has something great to tell you all.
Wait! I've already said that I'm not ready yet.
Take it easy and relax. If you don't say anything, then all the...
Using it as a gift, though?
So when Inaya was talking about making a prop, she was actually yeah, but it looks like...
Actually, Inaya had prepared a special present for everyone before...
Woohoo! We're gonna get our first present!
Pipe down! The louder you all are, the more nervous she'll become. You've worked on it for so long.
You've got this!
Is Mr. Zubair here? Sheikh Zubair, this is an urgent notice from the Academia. This celebration, or whatever it is, must stop at once.
What a condescending guy.
Since Zubair Theater has long violated the Academia, as its manager, you must halt all operations and dismiss all staff members within 30 days, after which you will report to the Academia for further punishment.
Why? Why force us to do this all of a sudden?
Little girl, this is not the first time you've been issued a warning.
I didn't hear anything about demolition the last time I asked. And now we have more shows planned, but it's impossible to do anything in just 30 days. How am I supposed to explain this to my customers and staff?
That issue is of no concern to me, Mr. Zu. You seem to understand the situation quite clearly. Perhaps you can reflect on the reasons why you have failed to prepare for the...
Demolition?
The Academia has never liked us. And they've never... This isn't the first time they've come by. They had asked us several times, but our audience isn't the Academia. If our shows are too difficult to understand, or too removed from everyday life, changing our content would not only mean turning our backs on our vision, it would also directly lead to the loss of our livelihood. Yeah, the thing...
The way that...
But I also don't know how we...
I do not wish to explain everything again from the beginning.
But none of us plan to accept this.
Ask whoever you will. The answer will remain the same.
Enough! Does your audacity know no limits, Father?
Huh? Father? Their family?
What's academia? This is all because you don't like Zubair Theater. Let me tell you, even if you manage to tear down this place, nothing is going to change. You've always been awful.
This is strictly business. Or what you I hope you all have not been irrevocably blinded by... Wrap everything up, and make preparations to shut down at once.
Why is he always like that?
This is quite the misfortune, but that's it for today, everyone. I'll go talk to them again tomorrow.
Sorry. I invited you thinking this was going to be a happy occasion. I didn't know that things would turn out like this.
There's no need to apologize, Nilou. No one could have seen. Is what that guy said true?
Yeah, I guess you could say that. Knowledge is king in Sumeru, and their pursuit of it leaves no room. But if that's all it is, there's also no reason. After Inaya ran away from home, I brought her here to Zubair Theater. She rarely talks about her family. I never expected it to blow up.
If you did nothing wrong, then there's no reason. Who cares? Let's just take him in a fight. Dad.
I'll try to think of something. What to do?
Can you pretend to shut down, but secret? Or we could go through a list of customers and try to see if anyone in there might be willing to help out.
A debate? Huh. Well, scholars do love to use...
Oh! If we can prove to Inaya's father that the Academia's position doesn't hold water, then they...
I see. It's a good idea, but... Huh? No. I'm the literal worst at argument. I can't debate.
Nilou, you are only so stressed out right now because you can't...
This theater holds a special meaning in all of our heart, but I just don't know. Can I really take...
Paimon'll help too.
Thanks, you... All right. Even though I may fail,
That's our Nilou.
Okay.
Trying to best the Academia in a debate is attempting the impossible. If you really want to try,
I don't think it's entirely hopeless. To Sharif, Nilou's approach will come off as naive, but things might turn out differently.
I am in favor of such a romantic feat. No playwright will turn down...
Sure, in fiction, but I'm not sure how well that will... I'm not saying that I don't support you, Nilou. If you need my... Anything is better than just standing aside and watching the theater get demolished.
I'm also pitching in. Let's show the...
Thank you, everyone. I feel a lot less nervous with your support.
Not to rain on your parade. But my father, he's erudite, meticulous, demanding, and exceedingly familiar with rigorous logic. It'll be extremely difficult to beat him in a debate. You all already knew that. You just didn't want to hurt Nilou's feeling. But when all's said and done...
That's enough, Inaya!
Sorry, I've ruined the mood. I just can't force myself to expect a positive outcome. Nilou shouldn't have to push herself for the sake of an impossible...
Yeah, it's way too early to give up.
You're right, Inaya. We're up against the Academia. Everyone knows that they're very powerful. Being skeptical might actually be the more normal response. But I still want to try. I'm reluctant to just let Zubair Theater go. And it's not just me. I think everyone else here feels that. Say what's on your mind. And do it. I mean, after all,
I understand what you're trying to say.
Then, could I trouble you to tell your father about our plan for a debate? You can still get in touch with your family, right?
Yes, I can.
Then, please help us pass on my request. I've never participated in a debate, but since we've decided on a debate, I'll do my best to prepare for it. I'll gather everyone's thoughts and let them be known to all during the debate. I, by myself, definitely don't have enough wisdom to beat your father, but what about the entire...
Right.
That's right, Miss Nilou. Beat the bad guy. Make him eat.
You two. We aren't getting into a fight, but thank you for your encouraging word.
Well said back there, Nilou.
I felt that I might have said a bit... Mr. Zubair, we're trying...
It won't be difficult to explain I have meticulously managed this theater. I did all of that to protect ourselves if something like this were to occur. I didn't Yes, I know. If I can't even protect the members of the theater, in summary, you need sufficient confidence and strict adherence to the rules. As long as you double down on that point and force them.
All right.
While you prepare for the debate, I will also once you're done chatting, do me a favor and tell our customers that we're canceling all of our shows.
Do we really have to?
Right now, no one's in the right frame of mind to perform. I have to Nilou, with your talent and youth, you had the least to lose out of all of us.
I've never thought about leaving your theater, Mr. Zubair. I also want to keep dancing with everyone else.
You're becoming more and do your best. We'll do all that we can.
Her?
My teacher. She was an excellent dancer, but she's retired now. If we have time later, I'd be happy to tell you more about her.
Paimon doesn't really want.
So, you've already developed some prejudices against me.
Oh, Paimon.
Although, I know not if you have a new. What do you think?
We probably do need to tackle this question. I don't know how to explain it. Does that count as a
You answered him so seriously.
No, no. Nilou's answer far surpasses yours. The meaning of art comes, in other words, this is something that the academia can. I once pursued the mastery of art. However, the more of a connoisseur I found that I could comprehend. Even the most. I remained even perplexed about this conundrum until I visited this theater. And
It was that like.
everyone here had a joyous part in the overall experience. The actors, in all honesty, from a purely.
Hey,
But what bewildered me was how, despite the performance's middling quality, I realized then that I had walked the wrong road. I left the so-called frontiers of artistic research and came to art will no longer be a castle in the sky. If art cannot accomplish that.
when you put it, Mr. Zubair and I refused to follow the Academia's orders. To put it simply, we were afraid that our
I once stood in the spotlight. I care not for where my feet may take me next. But Nilou, you already stand upon the finest. You cannot give it up.
I understand.
Dust the cobwebs away.
He really seemed to care a lot about the theater.
No one is allowed.
Watch out, Mr.
Inaya was right. It wasn't out of after all. I'd be a terrible She knows better.
I didn't expect you. That reminded me of my younger years. I can't do things like that.
Sorry.
It's all right. There's no need to think such heavy. Have faith in the resilience of an adventure.
But won't you have regrets if things...
So relax. Look at us now. Serene. He was thrilled. We wouldn't be here if it weren't for our
Are you
Yes, but I truly do mean what I say. Being here, the most important thing about an experience. I can choose to believe that my life ended with my husband's death. Or, similarly, even if this good and bad are all human-made concepts.
You have a
Nilou, I know how you don't have to be so nervous.
Thank you, Miss...
No need to thank me. If anything, you inspired me with your bravery.
You're all right.
You're here. Is the theater act...
He's been worried sick for a while now.
Hey, you two.
What exactly happened? Did someone come down from the academia?
Yes. He told us that we have to shut down the theater within 30 days, and that it's going to be demolished.
What the heck? That came with no...
They're messing with us again.
Don't tell me you'll...
Come on.
Yeah...
There's no need to... If I win?
Really? Master...
Mine too.
Yeah.
Good thing they have...
Yeah, they need to touch more grass.
Exactly. They...
Don't worry. Everyone here has your...
Right. If they don't believe that, send...
Maybe you can prepare some questions.
Ignore him. No matter what.
Thank you all
There are always more
Got it.
I feel like the pieces are starting to fall into place. Let's head back to the theater and organize our thoughts.
Sounds good. Inaya should...
Abi? Have you seen Miss Inaya?
No, Miss Nilou. Miss Inaya isn't back yet. Wasn't she just passing on a message? Did she really...
Traveler, Paimon! I think I messed up. What if Inaya never planned...
What?
It's just a gut feeling, but knowing her, she probably thinks that all of this happened.
Oh, right. As soon as...
She has a long-standing conflict with her father. She doesn't think that we can win the debate. And she doesn't...
And then she just quietly left...
Exactly. Anyway, first things...
But where should we start?
I think I might know. Before I brought her to Zubair Theater, she was staying at... If she has nowhere else to go after...
Then let's go take...
Yes! There are signs that someone had stayed.
But we can't confirm. Let's take a look around. Did you hear that?
I heard it too. Let's investigate.
It sounds like we're getting closer. The voice is coming from over there.
Yes, we're almost there.
Stay back! It's Inaya! She's being attacked by wild animals!
Inaya, don't be scared. We're coming to help.
Stabilize!
By royal decree.
Nice and spicy!
Dance with the waves.
There weren't so many big... Sorry.
Why did you leave? You really don't think...
No. Everything happened because of me.
Yeah! Everyone's working together!
It's all right if it's me. You guys are the kindest people I've ever met.
Listen to me. Even if you were the reason that all of this happened, no one... Mr. Zubair said that you're one of us. So that means we will protect you. No matter what happens, we'll stand as one.
Nilou, you can't win a debate against the academia. My father, he's always wanted me to be... I tried my best, but he still wasn't satisfied. I'm no genius. Yeah.
So that's why you...
At first, for one exam, I thought that I even used the embroidery. I thought,
I see.
yeah. I was tired of him but you think you should be proud of... I forgot how long I'd cried for. They argued for such... I've completely given up. We're destined to never understand each other.
How horrible!
I don't think you can beat him in a debate. Because he doesn't even understand what kind of place a theater is. He can never understand the relationship performers have with their audience. His life is devoid of camaraderie or friendship. He just wants everything to happen what we cherish.
It sounds like your past.
I understand now, but when we were preparing... Mr. Zubair has been meticulously managing the
Art must first be appreciated by others to
The most important thing about an experience is how...
Everyone is free to appreciate art. No, there should be something else. No. Miss Raykar has gone through a lot in her life. Although she ran into misfortune, it led her down a new... She told me that the most... I can sympathize with your unhappiness at home. Those unhappy experiences allowed you to really cherish your bonds with everyone, and also gave you the opportunity to become friends with us. Don't let your past suffering keep you from...
Oh.
Let the past stay in the past.
When I ran away from home, I swore that I would leave my family conflicts behind. But you're right. All I'm doing now is falling right back into it.
Maybe you'll disappoint him, but that doesn't matter. You have a new future waiting for you. Don't let go of the answer.
That's right. If we put our heads together, there's bound to be a way.
You're right. There's nothing to be afraid of. I'm not trying to meet... I can't afford to lose anything more. The debate will not only protect Zubair Theater, but also allow me to settle things with Father.
That's the spirit!
Let's go. I know him very well.
All right.
Well, I'm off to meet with him. Please wait.
Okay. Looking forward to your good news. That should be everything. I'm not sure why, but...
You were great when you talk like that during the
Thanks for that, but I still feel like it'll be an uphill battle. Yeah. I'm acting as everyone's representative, so I'll need to act brave, even if I won't feel like it. Huh? What's left?
Huh? What a strange question. Isn't a theater just a...
Wait. You're not asking what the... Let me think.
Art must first...
Huh? Got it. When we were trying to find a way to save the theater, we heard many stories not of the theater. Zubair Theater is our reason for coming together. It connects us all in unique ways. In other words, it's like a bond.
A bond?
The theater provides money for Miss Raykar and her children, inspiration for Mr. Kasani. It also gives Inaya shelter from her family, and its story won't end here. And we'll all be there for them. Our warm, welcoming community will show them the same kindness we were shown in the past. Aside from the delivery of performances, isn't this another reason for Zubair Theater's continued existence?
Yeah, that makes sense. But Paimon doesn't see how this will help in the debate. Oh, gotcha! No matter how strong an opponent is, they'll have to go on the defensive if pressed on a weak point.
I feel like that's another prong in our attack.
Paimon also feels a lot...
Sorry for the wait. Things went a lot more smoothly than I expected. Why are you all smiling so much?
We realize that you're dead.
We have to win. No.
It's time to move on. We shouldn't stay here.
we did a lot of preparations with Nilou. Hopefully they were helpful.
Hello and welcome, everyone. I am Safwan, a scholar from the Academia, and I will serve as this debate's adjudicator. I swear to judge both parties with the utmost wisdom and impartiality. I will neither interfere with the proceedings nor demonstrate, but I ask for both parties to stand. May the Dendro Archon also serve as a witness to this duel of wits.
Since you so desperately demand an explanation, I will expound on the Academia's stance. You may have misunderstood us from the outset and believe that the Academia is prejudiced against you. However, the truth is that the Academia wishes for every resident of Sumeru to be afforded opportunities to grow and cultivate their wisdom. Therefore, the works they consume should also possess enlightening qualities and intellectual value. We have failed to identify these qualities in the shows performed at Zubair Theater. In other words, instead of struggling against the Academia in pointless confrontations, if you had spent your time reflecting on improving the quality of your shows and enlightening your audience, Zubair Theater would not be today facing such a tragic fate.
Aggressive from the get-go. He's really putting on the pressure. Can Nilou stand her
Calm down, Nilou. First, he said that we were shut down not because the Academia looks down on the arts, but rather because our shows aren't up to their standards. The theater carries everyone's feelings and serves as the bond that connects us. Hinaya really wants to win. Everyone is free to appreciate art. Mr. Zubair has been meticulously managed.
Art must first be appreciated by others.
The most important thing about an experience.
The theater carries everyone's. Don't think that would make for a. Don't think that would make for a good. In your eyes, our shows can't meet the Academia's expectations. Shouldn't it be the audience who decides if a show is intellectual or enlightening? Why is someone from the Academia judging that? Also, I believe that there is no such thing as a wiser or more enlightening performance. Art doesn't discriminate, and it appeals to all. Everyone has the right to appreciate art.
Appreciation is but a primitive form of satisfaction. Guidance and enlightenment are necessary if we are to induce growth in the performers as well as the audience. This stance holds performers to a higher standard and encourages the development of the arts. If all performances are simple-minded, require little effort to comprehend, and lack any impetus for the betterment of society, then the people will not be able to develop nurturing the populace's understanding requires a long and arduous process.
He changed the topic without batting an eye. Good thing I'm prepared. If I remember correctly... No. Someone at our theater has tried that book. He was a famed artist, but he recognized. I agree that art should be enlightening, but we can't pursue that. If a work can't tap into an audience's personal experiences or feelings, then its contents may as well be a castle in the sky. What's the point of performing a show that its audience can't even That would only be forcing people to watch something they don't like.
You can only reach that conclusion from a place of ignorance.
In that case, before passing judgment, you should first become a better dancer than me.
You tell them, Nilou.
Looks like he's backed himself into a corner.
As the party holding the burden of proof, Sharif has failed to provide sufficient support for his judgment of the quality of Zubair Theater's programs. Likewise, the definition that Nilou put forth is but her personal opinion. Neither party is the victor for this particular point of contention. Additionally, I must request that both parties exercise greater control on their emotions.
Keep it up, Nilou! You're doing...
In that case, I shall speak of more concrete matters. The essence of this issue is that you have violated the law. So this course of action is also completely procedurally sound. However, you have consciously ignored our warnings. Or perhaps...
That is indeed so, according to the laws decreed by the Academia.
He started talking about procedural stuff. Mr. Zubair has been meticulously managing... Mr. Zubair has already provided signed copies of all documentation related to our operations. Everything is perfectly filled out and valid. Although the theater's performances don't align with the Academia's requests, the law doesn't say that Zubair Theater can be demolished only because of that reason. Demolition notices need to be provided in writing and made available to the public. Otherwise, the theater can continue to operate as long as its license is valid. Failing to follow these rules makes...
Yeah, that's right!
There are different ways to apply the rules. There is precedent for this, so long as this matter is discussed within the act.
Looking at the past 27 cases of similar nature, 90% of them support Sharif's claim and position. However, the demolition process in those cases was only started after discussion at the Academia. In other words...
That's more than enough. We've proven that the order is unreasonable as it currently...
Cease your...
Nilou's definitely won this point, right? You're right. Stay
Even if permission for demolition has yet to be obtained, it is a fact that your performances violated the Academia's policies. Based on that fact, we can permanently revoke your...
Under the current system, it is indeed possible to immediately revoke Zubair Theater.
That's a thing?
Rather than protecting Zubair Theater, I surmise that your true intention is to maintain your hold over your audience. Without them, Zubair Theater is... and without its performances...
What you said isn't true at all.
Keep it cool, Nilou!
Right. I need to keep calm, but just a little more. The theater carries everyone's feelings. Zubair Theater isn't simply a performance venue to us. It means more than that. Miss Raykar can't go on adventures anymore. But she has found a stable career and a new life. Her son, Sorin, has already passed his theater exam, and he'll soon... Mr. Kasani found a new way to look at art. He decided to... Mr. Farhad and Mr. Hushang visit even when there isn't a show going on. And they... Even Inaya wants to stay with us. And Zubair Theater exists for them.
Perhaps Zubair Theater has provided you with a multitude of positive emotions and experiences. How the interpersonal relationships you speak of were established upon normal theater operation. Sheikh Zubair operates the theater for his livelihood. His employees work for their wages. Relationships are merely a byproduct in this exchange of interests. They may be pleasant when scholars collaborate to solve difficult problems. However, this collaboration, the reason is simple. We are...
He really doesn't think much of relationships.
Sharif's argument is currently the more persuasive of the two. For this point, the continuance of the interpersonal relationships Nilou spoke of remains hypothetical before the theater's demolition. Whereas the situation that Sharif described, the Academia has made significant academic contributions in no...
Oh no! What should we do? Things are going in the opposite direction. A setup?
Good. He said what he said. But... is this real... Inaya really wants to win. She already agreed to this. Mr. Sharif believes that interpersonal relationships are a byproduct of working towards a goal. Once that goal is achieved or abandoned, those relationships would have no more reason to continue. Then, if someone has failed to live up to his expectations...
If someone has failed to live up to your expectations and ran away from home, then she shouldn't be your daughter anymore. Right?
Inaya...
Sorry, Nilou. As expected, I should be the one to say it. You don't need to shoulder this responsibility for me. If in your eyes, the purpose of my existence is to become your academic successor, then that goal has ended in complete failure by your logic. That means there is no more reason to sustain our relationship as father.
Members of the audience who do not belong to either debate party, please speak with caution.
Let her speak. What she does not say, Nilou will.
No matter how many disagreements we've had, the truth is that you are still my father. You're so immersed in your own world, you can't understand why we come together for the sake of relationships.
Yeah, don't look down on us.
You can watch a dance anywhere, but there's only one Zubair Theater.
I'm almost starting to feel sorry for this guy, what with the idiotic things he said.
Order! Order! Members of the audience, do not interrupt debate proceedings.
I confess that this is the final argument we had prepared. Disown me, and you will win the debate. But before that, Father, I have some final words to say. I've been doing some soul searching. Not about whether I should have run away from home, but whether there was any... I kept trying to earn your approval, but I only disappointed you over and over. The truth is, I ran away from home as a means to vent my recurring frustrations. That is to say, I was exerting pressure on you, and hoped that by doing that, wasn't I just doing the same thing as you? I won't force my expectations upon you anymore. At Zubair Theater, I have found the life I've always wanted. I will move on from my family troubles and strive towards my new goal. But if you dare to harm this place, then I will stand with my friends here and fight against you.
This is not the time to space out, Sharif. The debate is still underway.
You already consider them to be your friends.
You should be asking us that question.
Of course we are! Miss Inaya is a really good friend.
It was a bit of a process.
Make no mistake. All those who come to Zubair Theater become one of us. We will always be with her.
Such puerile simplicity. It is surprisingly a
Wait, what are you... never mind.
They left?
Does that mean we've won?
We won?
Nilou, you're amazing!
I relaxed for a moment. It looks like he's...
Terrific work, Nilou and Anaya.
Didn't know you could get so fierce.
This really took a lot of...
Both Miss Nilou and Miss... Should we throw a second round?
Oh, it's you. Yes. I don't think I could repeat what I did a second time. Yes, and it's all thanks to you. Then I'll have to tell you about my teacher. Mr. Zubair opened his theater when I was still a child. There was a beautiful dancer. I thought to myself. But later on, she would actually smile down at me and yeah. She said, it is a beautiful thing born. In other words, any place where people... She wasn't looking for flowers and applause. All she wanted was right. I was completely moved by what she had said. So before she retired, she told me, this is why Mr. Zubair and I never, even though it ended up causing everyone a whole lot of trouble. Although, yeah, even though she has already decided to stop fighting with her father before he left, He probably has a lot of things he wants to say. But, well, yeah. But you and Paimon are more than...
Are you still worried about Inaya? Let's be sure to come back often. Who knows? Maybe things will...
Boats are made for...
Everyone, I'd like to...
Hello?
She'll be dancing for us from now on.
Inaya's taken her place on the stage! When you stop and think about it, happy endings like Nilou's efforts, everyone's wisdom, Inaya's determined... Huh? What do you mean by that? The whole demolition thing was going over. If he really wanted to be ruthless, he... Oh well. It's not like we can understand how people like him think. Let's... Huh? Wait. Look who the cat dragged in! Isn't that Inaya's father?
Oh. I don't have much to do today, so I...
Are you...
No, I am simply here to watch a performance. Well, I was. My loss at the debate caused quite the loss of face for the academia, so I used this opportunity to suggest that my superiors temporarily
Suspended?
Yes, I am temporarily unemployed. However, I now have an abundance of time, so I admit that I do not understand the magic. I still cannot forget that young lady's perseverance. Inaya would almost certainly mature in the presence of... There are no parents who do not worry about their children. Never mind. I do not have the right to say...
You're already here, so...
No, that is not necessary. I will take my leave after the show concludes. Do not tell her that I was here.
Come on. Who knows if you'll get a chance like this again?
But...
Huh? You said you were going to make peace with your past. Show your father how much you've grown. Don't be nervous. Everyone at Zubair Theater has your back. Hey, let's go somewhere else. We should give them some space.
You sure they'll be okay?
I don't know, but I think we should have faith in them.
Yes, Inaya. I have something for you. I'm still learning. It's hardly a masterpiece, but it's yours, if you'll take it. You don't have to take it. It's fine. Never mind.
Let's have a heart-to-heart, Father.
Like father, like daughter. They're both so awkward with their feelings.
Yeah. She probably would have snuck away as well.
Do you think they'll be able to
I'm not sure. A complete. All those years of arguments and misunderstandings can't be. But no matter where their hearts and bodies meet, all I wish for them is to be able to one day tap into the warmth of that bond. Oh, by the way, everyone. So we made you a little something.
Whoa! This is a.
Mr. Zubair and Mr. Kasani took charge of Miss Reykar and Miss Nadja made as adventurers. That's why we hope that your time at Zubair Theater will become a fond memory of your journey.
We'll come back and watch you dance whenever we get the chance.
You're welcome. Come on, take it.